Yep, it's raining again, and I'm here. It's Mike over in Taiwan. Yeah, it's funny because in the northern part of Taiwan, I would always say like it always rains over there, but now it's like raining over here too, and it is what it is. I think that people honestly they drive like maniacs when it's raining. They want to speed, they want to get out of the rain, and I get that, right? But half of them they don't have rain tires. They're speeding and they don't know if they're going to get into an accident or not, but whatever. Guys, I want to talk about my kind of, I don't want to say like my second level or whatever it is, but I feel like I want to definitely, upgrade something. And I don't know exactly what it is specifically, so that's why I'm kind of talking about it on here. Just that, life is good. Life is good right now. But I feel that, I was telling my friend that I feel sad for the next generation, like, because, you got a bunch of people who are trying to focus on their success, on their monetary success, on their mental well-being. And we as people, we can't even get along with each other. It's almost like we hate each other, right? And you got these people, and we have to be together because we gotta like make babies together, right? And I don't know if that's necessarily it's like a biological thing or like whatever. Like you can't just like clone your own baby from yourself, right? And biodiversity, or I don't know if that's a word that fits this situation, but the fact is that you got like all these people that they want to do their own things, and then they want to come together and then make the next generation. And I'm almost like wondering like how is this going to be like possible, and especially you want to move together, and I mean, yeah, I get that, a long time ago I had this all like the whole puppy love and stuff, and you wanted to be with like people like for all the time, but there comes a point, I think, that where you're with somebody and then you're like, okay, well, this is not really working for me right now. And when you were like younger, maybe the girl was like, okay, well, I find somebody who's taller, better looking, or has more money than you, or whatever. Maybe for the boy, they were like, okay, well, I found a girl who's a little bit more good looking, who appreciates me more, who says like some nice things to me, blah blah blah, right? So whatever the reason was, and then they just kind of went for it, right? And as you get older, I think that basis it changes, right? And obviously, when women get to be 35, then they're probably not going to say this as much anymore, but they're more susceptible for getting attention from younger guys. Guys, I don't know necessarily if there's like a limit. Like, is there like 55? We don't like think about switching anymore, or maybe we do. There's this thing that I've been seeing a lot on social media called like the divorce effect, which is like the guy, he's out of shape, just got out of divorce, whatever, and it takes him a while. It takes him like a couple months, but he hits the gym, works on himself, hopefully, and then just gets better, right? And on the outside looking in, I think that a lot of it is very positive, but there's also kind of this thing too about a man doesn't really move on from his divorce or from whatever, from heartbreak. He keeps thinking about it over and over again and kicking himself in the butt. So, and not even just for me, but just advice for like other people. Like I wouldn't want anybody to really do that. And it's hard to think about, okay, well, just right now, like right now, what do I want to do? How can I make myself happier? Or, I remember I went over to Hong Kong, and I wasn't really happy in Hong Kong. I wasn't really happy in Hong Kong because there was just too much people, too much traffic, too much things going along. Every time that I had to go sit down into a cafe, there was like 10 seats, and there had to be 10 people, and they were all sitting side by side, almost like their legs were touching each other. And yeah, I didn't like that. But I guess for them, it's kind of an economical use of space. But for me, it's just type of a bother. I'm from Canada, man, so I need like some type of personal space. But yeah, so like I was just saying about just things and the way that it's going right now. I'm just trying to focus on me and myself, and any people that are kind of in my circle that have to be in it. It's weird how there's so many things in your life that I think you could just automatically take out. And I think that we don't really focus on that. We just think, okay, well, I have to balance all of these things together. And really, it's not even necessary. So that's what I'm kind of doing. If it's offensive to some people, then so be it. I really was just, for the longest time, I was just trying to like not offend other people. But the more and the more that I think about it, the more I just don't care. I don't have any patience or tolerance for BS anymore. So, hey guys, I hope that you got something out of this. Focus on your life and get out of the rain. I'll see you guys later. Bye.